Are there male slaves in the world right now?
I'm sure there
that
are.
are not children.
I'm sure there are.
I want one.
There's not any that exist in the whole world.
Dude,
There's
let's
no
not get
there's
into
no
these
men that are slaves
let's
in the
not
whole
get into
world.
these statistics.
For 7 hours. I'm just kidding.
Go Google it and come back.
I guarantee you there's men that are slaves in the world that exist.
I like how you want to look at the 5 and then there'll be like 95.
Wait, but
I'm not saying that. You said there were none that exist. I'm saying I guarantee you that there's
but
some
I'm saying
exist.
like, how is that
But
equal?
how is that related to rights? Rights are granted by the government. What rights do women not have that men have?
My goodness. So you don't think women should have the right to live freely and not be slaves?
Well, of course, nobody deserves to be a slave. But
Right.
what right? How
Right.
is that related to
Hold on,
government rights?
What government allows sexual slavery? Can you tell me which nation?
Which one doesn't? What are you talking about?
Well, America has legalized female slaves.
Oh my God, no! I'm not saying that they've legalized. I'm saying obviously this stuff happens. And
But
I'm
that doesn't.
saying-
That's not a right. Rights are granted by the government.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
How about
you
a
have-
Western country? Can
so
you
you
tell
have
us?
a right to.
Can
You
tell
have a
us
right to
one-
live, right?
Tell us one.
Who gives you that
oh, no,
right
no,
to
no.
live? The government.
Tell us one Western country where slavery is legal.
I like how you had to make sure you said Western
Well, I
country.
like no. You're doing the exact same thing you think you're accusing me of. Every time we push back on your feminist worldview, you want to be like, well, in South Sudan, bro.
So the rest of the world doesn't matter?
Okay, I don't know about the happenings of feminism in Eritrea. I don't know
Exactly.
about feminism
Exactly.
in Ghana.
But that's my
Let's
point.
talk about.
I'm here to
we
raise
live in a Western country. We
awareness.
live in the United
Yeah.
States. Let's
Oh my goodness.
let's at least talk about the West.
Yeah.
But let's preferably talk about the United States.
Let's say this. Let's say you have a daughter in the future.
Sure.
And she wants to travel the world. Are you going to feel okay that she is safe to travel around the world by herself?
I wouldn't let
would
my
not
daughter do
send
that.
my
Exactly.
daughter
Why?
or my son.
Because I believe that she needs to be accompanied by a man.
And
Because,
why is that?
Because the rest of the world doesn't share my values.
Okay, exactly. Now, if it was your son, would you say the same thing?
I would still prefer him to be with a group of people. But
Wait,
even then,
but
at least
could
a man
he travel
can.
the world alone?
You know what's funny is she has this sort of xenophobia towards these like Eastern countries or these third world countries, but she's totally in favor of allowing their immigrants to come to our civilized Western country. How
No,
do you
don't put words in my
reconcile?
mouth. That's
How
not
do
what I
you
said.
reconcile always like deferring to this argument of, well, what about in Somalia, there's not feminism in Somalia, but you're like, well, I think it's okay if we just have open borders and like all their immigrants can come into the United States.
When did I say that?
You literally said you're okay with
No, I
illegal.
did not. You're putting words
Really?
in my mouth. I did not. I promise you.
Feminism has given every
whatever.
modern civilization a lack of a replacement rate regarding birth. So almost every civilization which feminism has become somewhat normalized, they're not even at replacement rate, which is like 2.1 children per woman.
But why do you blame it on feminism necessarily?
Because it's totally shifted the relationship dynamics and the way that women perceive themselves and men, and what's the point of us getting together in the first place? And then the idea that you don't want to have a child because of your career or money or the different things, and that now you have your child's a fur baby. Like this is all types
But
of
do you know- but
this
do
is
you know-
feminism seeking
It could
into.
be other things. Like, for example, when we used to live like agrarian societies, then children were an economic asset because,
Sure.
you needed people to work on your farm. But, as we shifted to industrialized societies, like...
So industrialized
different.
societies were below replacement rate? Because
well,
we
not,
weren't.
Not at the beginning.
What are your
but
pronouns, by the way?
my pronouns are zor, them.
Nice.
I am transracial
Zor,
and
them.
transageist.
What race do you identify as?
I identify as black.
Sorry.
You identify as a black woman, right?
Yeah.
I could see
I'm
that.
not a woman. I'm non-binary.
Oh, sorry, non-binary, black, trans-ageist, or whatever. What is
And
it?
I'm also neurodivergent.
Well, we got that before you put the costume on. Just kidding. All right. How did we get back to? I don't know how we got back here. Where
It's a long,
we
winding
were
road
reading a
we're on,
chat or
right?
something. It's a
I'm
long,
scared
winding
for
road.
the next
We got
year.
some
I was
guys.
in a debate team at my private Christian high school.
Oh
so
shit!
you
You should
know.
get refunds. Just kidding. I'm